Let the rain fall. Let it fall on the identity you lost somewhere along the way. The roles you played until you didn't recognize yourself. The names the world gave you. Too much. Too little. Not enough. Too late. Let it fall on the mirror you avoid. The memories that confuse you. The voices that tell you who you're not. The pressure to perform instead of be. You wonder, who am I if I'm not needed? Who am I if I'm not strong? Who am I if I don't know anymore? But I have never forgotten your name. I have never lost sight of who I made. Even when you question everything, I still see you clearly. I don't call you by your breakdown. I don't label you by your mistakes. I don't define you by the versions you've outgrown. I call you mine. Even in your unraveling, you are not undone. Even when your identity feels scattered, your value is not. Let the rain fall on your lostness. Let it fall on the fog that covers your reflection. Let it fall like truth washing away the lies. You are not who the world says you are. You are who I say you are. Beloved, held, enough, chosen. You are not your productivity. You are not your popularity. You are not your pain. You are not what they expected of you. You are not what shame whispered about you. You are not the failures you replay. You are who I dreamed when I formed you. You are who I speak over when I call you by name. And even when you feel like a stranger to yourself, you are not a stranger to me. So let the rain fall on all the roles you thought you had to play. Let it fall on the masks that made you survive but kept you from resting. Let it fall until you remember who you are, because of who I am. So let the rain fall, and let it whisper what your soul forgot. I still call you mine. Just you, and me, and the rain. Let the rain fall. Let it fall on the unnoticed kindness, the unthanked effort, the invisible weight you carry when no one checks in. Let it fall on the late night crying that no one heard, the early morning rising that no one acknowledged, the faithfulness that felt ignored, the giving that no one applauded. You feel forgotten, overlooked, left behind. But I see the moments you choose integrity over ease. I see the quiet sacrifices, the 1,000 yeses that never made it to a stage, the loyalty that no one claps for. I see the way you keep going when quitting would be easier. I see the kindness you pour out even when your own cup is empty. Heaven is not blind to what earth misses. I am not counting followers, I'm counting faithfulness. Let the rain fall on your unseen offering. Let it soak into the altar built in secret. Let it remind you, you are not hidden from me. I saw you when they ignored you. I heard you when they dismissed you. I remembered you when they forgot. I honored you when they overlooked. Even in the silence I was watching. Even in the shadows I was near. Your unseen moments are seeds in my hands. Your whispered prayers are treasures in my heart. I measure not by applause but by obedience, not by noise but by presence. So let the rain fall on what felt like a waste. Let it fall on what you did just for me. Let it fall on the space where you felt unseen, and let it bloom into a truth you can stand on. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are deeply known. So let the rain fall, and let it whisper, I see it all, and I still choose you. Just you, and me, and the rain. Let the rain fall. Let it fall on the tension in your shoulders, the list in your mind that never ends, the problems you feel responsible to fix, the people you carry like weight. Let it fall on the pressure to always have a plan, to be the one who keeps things together, to answer, to act, to rescue, to absorb. You've learned to survive by solving, by being useful, by holding it all up. But that's not what I made you for. I didn't create you to carry what only I can. I didn't assign you the role of savior. I didn't ask you to become exhausted trying to be strong. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to lay it down. Let the rain fall on the illusion of control. Let it wash away the panic beneath your planning. Let it soften your grip until surrender feels like relief instead of loss. You are not failing by resting. You are not weak for not having the answers. You are not selfish for needing help. Let the rain fall like grace over your performance. Let it remind you, I never needed you to be perfect, just present. Even heroes need healing. Even leaders need rest. Even the strong need to be held. You are not the glue. You are not the fixer. You are mine. And I never asked you to carry more than grace could hold. Let the rain fall on your clenched timeline. Let it soak the plans you've tried to hold together. Let it soften the fear that things will fall apart if you stop holding them. They won't, because I'm still holding you. So let the rain fall and let it whisper what you've longed to hear. You don't have to hold this alone. Just you and me and the rain. Let the rain fall. Let it fall on the ashes of your last disappointment. The dream that died silently. The hope you buried so deep you forgot where it was planted. Let it fall on the soil hardened by heartbreak. The dry ground where prayers felt wasted. The fields of almost and not quite and too late. I know you're afraid to hope again, afraid of being let down, afraid of believing only to lose again. But beloved, hope is not foolish. Hope is holy. Hope is the language of those who still trust my hands, even when they've trembled in my silence. Hope is what keeps light flickering in the cave. Hope is what makes seeds grow in the dark. Hope is not naive, it's brave. Let the rain fall on your fear of beginnings. Let it wash the residue of false starts. Let it soften the earth where I am planting something new. You haven't seen the harvest, but that doesn't mean the seed is dead. You haven't felt breakthrough, but that doesn't mean I've stopped working. Some things grow deep before they ever rise. Some things grow in secret before they ever bloom in public. I'm not asking you to manufacture hope, just to hold space for it. A crack in your soul is enough. A breath, a whisper, a sigh. That's enough space for me to grow something sacred. So let the rain fall on the places you've given up on. Let it fall on what you've written off as over. Let it fall on what you said would never bloom again. Let it fall and let it whisper into your tired soul, you are still worth growing. Just you and me and the rain. Let the rain fall. Let it fall on the moment your strength gave out, the breathless cry you whispered help. No fancy words, no well-formed sentences, just the raw sound of surrender. Let it fall on the day you couldn't carry it anymore, when you reached the end of trying, when your prayers were nothing but silence, when even your tears had no words. But beloved, I heard it all. Help is not small to me. Help is not a failure. Help is holy. It is honest. It is enough. I don't need long prayers to move. I don't require strength to draw near. I am not limited by how much you can say, only how much you're willing to let me in. Let the rain fall on the lie that you must be eloquent. Let it soak into the space where all you have left is ache. Let it fall like comfort into the cracks of your soul. Because when you say help, I come running, with arms full of peace, with grace in my hands, with no judgment in my heart. I know how to read the language of your tears. I know the full sentence inside a single breath. I know what your heart means even when your lips cannot form the words. You don't have to perform for me. You don't have to be strong to reach me. You don't have to get it right to be received. Just let me meet you here, right here, in your most human moment. So let the rain fall. Let it fall on the exhausted yes, the silent surrender, the whispered, I don't know what to pray anymore. Let it fall, and let it whisper what your spirit needs to know. Even your whisper is a prayer I run toward. Just you and me and the rain.